more to make me to be in a different angle of the music, you know.
Yeah.
That is my passion.
Of course.
Yeah.
Donc il dit que, bon, bien sûr, il a choisi, sa voie, c'est de choisir toutes ces collaborations avec ce qu'il a fait. Et il le fait parce qu'il n'a pas envie de stagner, parce que quand tu fais de la batterie, c'est difficile de percer, parce que quel batteur a vraiment percé, c'est difficile d'être derrière, puis d'être leader dans son genre et d'aller chercher d'autres personnes. Et du coup, s'il ne barrait pas ses collaborations et ses projets, il s'ennuie. Et du coup, il s'inspire aussi des artistes avec qui il travaille. C'est un échange créatif un peu permanent et qui lui permettent, en fait, tout simplement, ça lui rend heureux. Donc, il est happy avec ça, avec ses collaborations et cet échange musical qu'il a toujours fait depuis qu'il a commencé à jouer, en fait. Donc, c'est quelque chose qui est dans son ADN, je dirais. And was there anybody you'd like to work with? Do you have any? Is it just all natural, or is it
kind of? You know, I don't know, you know, because I've worked with different ones from the past, you know.
Yeah.
I'm still looking forward to work with the younger generation.
Yes.
If possible, if they can bring themselves to this level, you know.
Yeah.
I'm willing to work with them.
Yeah.
Everybody,
yeah.
Anybody that comes my way.
Il est très ouvert à, bien sûr, travailler avec la nouvelle génération, s'ils sont à haut niveau. Il faut quand même apporter quelque chose aussi à Tony. Tony, c'est quand même high level, donc il faut aussi que le projet puisse survivre. It's interesting, actually, like, for example, people know you, maybe might have discovered you who didn't know the genre through, like someone like Damon Albarn, who was more, you know, widely known. When you started working with Damon Albarn around 2002, was it he came to you or you came to him, or was it organic, completely natural through different people that knew each other, through both of you having very kind of eclectic projects and being very curious musicians? How did it happen to actually meet him in the first place? Comment ça se passe avec Damon Albarn, qui est peut-être les gens ils ont connu Tony par Damon Albarn parce qu'il était un peu plus grand public, disons. Il n'était pas juste il n'était pas dans l'afrobeat. Donc comment ça s'est passé la rencontre?
I wouldn't say he came to me. I went to him, you know, because why I went to him was just for the mere fact that he had already sung one of his own on his own album called "Music Is My Reader."
Yes, of course.
He had already sung "Tony Allen Makes Me Dance."
Yeah. Yes, of course. At the end of the song, I'm repeating it over and over again.
And by not even meeting him at all, then I met before, you know, so. But after that, it's just when I want guests on my album, and it was only one track remaining.
Yes.
And I said, yes, I just want a different feeling. But the producers advised me that the Damon is there. But I said, which Damon? He said, Damon Albarn. I said, how do we get him?
Yeah.
Then they said, yeah, they can get him. And they called him and they said that Tony wants to invite you on his album. I mean, for him, you know, he was looking forward to that to himself, probably.
Yeah.
Probably it was just kind of like, oh yeah, Tony, you sure? Yes. And then we had rendezvous together, you know, on a pub, you know, and that was it. And I invited him to come and sing the song, and he sang it. He sang it, not the first time, he took it back to his studio, and we finished it, we put it back. And after I told him thank you, and I said I look forward to when we can do something together from the roots.
Yes.
Direct, not
create together from scratch.
Yeah. You know, from scratch. And I said, yeah, okay, why not? He had his own project to finish with EMI.
Yes.
And then I said, okay, when he finishes with the EMI, then he's going to get back to me. And then as a matter of fact, as he's finished, then he called me. He said, oh yeah, I'm free now. and then that was it. And then we started from there. We went to Lagos.
Yes.
We recorded in Lagos, came back, and he doesn't want to use this recording anymore. So we have to start another again, something, you know. And that's what came to be The Goodie by McQueen.
Yes.
Yeah. And we have done, after that, we have done Rocket Juice and the Moon.
Yeah.
Not promoted too much, but at least.
With Flea, that wasn't it, as well? Yeah.
It was the one that was not available for us.
Okay.
Flea.
Okay, yeah.
But we still we're still going to finish the second with the band, the Queen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
We-
that's a project.
We have done it. We have done it halfway, just to finish it.
Okay.
Next time.
It's been a long 14, 15 years of friendship now with Damon, hasn't it? Like a building, you know, it's kind of...
He's my brother, you know.
Yeah.
You could call him anything, you know.
Yeah.
It's just, it's like family.
Yes.
You know.
Great. Bon, I'm just going to translate. Donc, en fait, c'était Tony qui a demandé de travailler avec Damon. En fait, c'est lui qui est allé vers lui pour cette rencontre. Bon, il disait comment est-ce qu'on veut la voir. Donc, il a demandé ses producteurs l'ont trouvé. Et Damon était ravi. Il a dit oui, il voulait travailler avec lui. Et du coup, ils ont collaboré sur cette première collaboration en 2002. Et bon, ils ont pas réussi à enregistrer dans le studio ce jour-là ce qu'il devait faire, Damon. Donc, il est allé chez lui, il a enregistré à la maison. Et du coup, suite à cette première collaboration en 2002, ils sont partis à Lagos ensemble. Ils ont collaboré ils ont enregistré des morceaux. Et ils n'ont pas utilisé ces morceaux-là. Ils sont revenus en Europe. Et en fait, à peu près de ce projet est né The Good, the Bad and the Queen. Donc ce projet qu'ils ont promu, qu'ils ont fait de la promotion de ce projet-là. Et du coup, ça a progressé. Ils ont fait l'autre projet aussi avec Flea, mais ils n'ont pas pu promouvoir ce projet-là parce que Flea n'était pas disponible. Et du coup, ils ont déjà démarré le deuxième projet de Good, the Bad and the Queen. Ils veulent absolument le finir pour sortir cette deuxième projet avec Damon Albarn. Et c'est quelque chose en cours. Et du coup, en fait, c'est pour ça qu'ils voulaient vraiment créer quelque chose ensemble de zéro. Pas juste collaborer sur les morceaux de l'un et l'autre, créer ensemble quelque chose. D'où est né ce projet, ces collaborations très riches. Et du coup, encore une fois, comme il a dit pour le groupe ici, Damon Albarn, c'est famille, quoi. C'est tout simplement plus qu'un collaborateur musical, c'est un frère, c'est la famille. Ils sont très proches et c'est normal, après maintenant 15 ans d'amitié, 15 ans de collaboration, des projets différents, des featurings sur les uns et les autres. Et du coup, Tony ne savait pas, mais Damon Albarn a fait un espèce de hommage à Tony à la fin de son morceau Music is my radar. À la fin, il était Tony Allen makes me dance, Tony Allen makes me dance, Tony Allen makes me dance à la fin du morceau. Et c'est là il a fait ah tiens, il m'aime bien. Donc et en fait, si vous ne connaissez pas ce clip, il faut aller sur YouTube. Ce clip est très très bizarre, un clip un peu rétro-futur, dans un espèce de faux chat show. Et après, à la fin, tu entends que Damon Albarn il dit Tony Allen makes me dance, Tony Allen makes me dance. C'est assez bizarre comme chanson, très conceptuelle. On va un petit peu sauter en l'avenir, on va écouter un morceau justement, mais ça cette fois-ci c'est un morceau de Tony, de l'album, justement son dernier album, et en fait c'est Damon qui chante dessus, donc c'est Tony Allen featuring Damon Albarn, c'est Go Back, on va écouter. Bon, on ne peut pas écouter toute la chanson parce qu'il faut qu'on avance, mais c'est magnifique cette chanson. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful, very moving, amazing work, thank you so much for that. You've been around for so long. Your career has been exceptionally long and very, dynamic. What's the best thing music has given you as a man? C'est quoi la meilleure chose que la musique lui a donné?
Life.
Ben oui.
It gives me life. It gives me. It makes me feel happy because I don't see what it could be, what it's gonna be if I don't play music.
Yeah, there's no other choice for you.
I don't know what it's gonna be. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing even then. Even though I take that off me, I think it's finished.
Yes.
It's done. That's it. So,
Qu'est-ce que
because it's a long way, because this is no end to. There's no end to this.
Infinite.
No.
Yeah.
No end. So I'm sure I'm not going to see the end.
maybe you're immortal.
No, many are going to be left behind for others.
Yes.
To explore.
Of course.
So I'm still trying to do my own exploring and.
Yeah.
And
it's true actually. You've got a skill, which means there is never an end to it. Where other jobs could be there's a certain limit, but there's no limit with music, is there?
I'm sure that's not right.
No.
It's very sure that it's just spiritual,
Yes.
More.
Very, very so much so. Bon, qu'est-ce que la musique lui a donné? Ces 60 ans de carrière, bah, c'est la vie. Tout simplement, c'est la vie. Sans la musique, il ne peut pas vivre. Et de toute façon, sans la musique, il ne peut pas faire autre chose. Il n'est pas fait pour faire autre chose. Il est fait que pour faire la musique. Et en fait, il a une compétence. La musique, c'est quelque chose d'infini. Tu peux recréer, 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 continuer à créer toute ta vie. Donc, c'est cette chance-là qu'il a. Il n'y a pas de fin. Peut-être il y a un fin réel, mais en tout cas, il n'y a pas de fin pour le moment. Ça continue, ça continue. Et du coup, c'est très beau. Et puis, c'est spirituel. La musique, bien sûr, c'est spirituel, c'est émouvant. Ça rend heureux les gens. On en a toujours les mêmes discours des grands artistes qu'on a avec nous ici à la radio. You are obviously a master of your domain. I'm sure you're sick of hearing that. Maybe you're not. Do you still think you can learn more now? Can you still learn techniques, different rhythms? I know you can teach them because you do lots of masterclasses, but do you yourself sometimes discover new skills, new things, new rhythms, I can do that, even now? Est-ce qu'il découvre encore des choses qu'il peut faire? Est-ce qu'il peut encore s'améliorer après 60 ans de carrière et vraiment un génie dans son genre et d'autres genres aussi?
So, well, to cut it short, I'm somebody that's learning every day.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Learning every day. I don't know. Because every day when you wake up, it's a different thing you see. So you cannot talk about what you are going to never seen yet yesterday.
Yes.
It's when you are in, then whatever this brings to you,
yes,
you start to learn. I learn every day.
Every day is a new day. Ouais.
Yeah.
Tous les jours, il apprend, bien sûr. Il faut déjà, tous les jours, quand tu te réveilles, tu oublies ce que tu as fait hier et tu avances avec aujourd'hui et l'avenir. Toujours regarde vers l'avenir. That's why I think so many of the artists we meet from your era, you keep so young because you do look forward. That's what I feel. Honestly, it's so true. We've met many, we've had the chance to meet many of great artists here around this table. And it seems to me like, because you are looking forward and not staying in your genre that you were known for, and always searching and exploring, that I think it does keep you young and fresh and also humble as well to a certain extent, because you say, I haven't learned everything, I don't know everything. Do you agree that that's how you envisage things as well?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
C'est ça, parce qu'on a beaucoup de messieurs ou d'autres d'artistes, madame aussi, de leur époque qui, en fait, ils ont quand même un certain âge, mais ils continuent, ils créent, ils collaborent avec des jeunes, et je pense que c'est ça qui les garde frais, ils se renouvellent tout le temps, ils se restent pas sur le laurier en disant on sait tout, on est expert. C'est vraiment très humble aussi de leur part, je trouve, cette attitude de dire non, on peut apprendre et on peut m'apprendre aussi des choses et je ne suis pas le maître de tout. Et c'est ça qu'on a souvent comme impression quand on rencontre des grands artistes ici sur la radio New Morning. On a la chance de les rencontrer d'ailleurs. Maybe Tony, I have to go in a minute. I want to ask you maybe a couple of more questions. Actually, with me being English, I would like to know, you went to live in London, didn't you, first, before you came to Paris?
Yes.
What was the choice of Paris? Why? Why did you, just a question, I'd love to know from curiosity why you didn't stay in London longer, and then why did you come to Paris? Donc pourquoi il est pas resté à Londres, il est venu à Paris il est parti à Londres en 84, quand il avait 24 ans, puis après il est venu à Paris pas très longtemps après, et je lui demande quel est le choix qu'il a fait pour ça. So what was the choice? Was it work? Was it just work-oriented, or was it also cultural, or what was it?
First of all, I would say, as you said, that I started from London, you know, but and why am I here in Paris, in France, you know? For me, I myself too, I wouldn't know, I would just say it's destiny.
Destiny, yeah. C'est le destin.
Yeah, and then apart from that, why my destiny sent me to a good place?
Yeah.
You know, before my career, I think here is for me is the best place for me to be able to move on.
Yes. Okay.
It's
yeah.
in France. I left London. It's not. I cannot get this machine moving like that.
Okay.
In London, no way. But here, there are people that loyal, you know, honest, and they want to work, and then they put all their mind in the work.
Yes.
When you're working with them, they put their mind in it, you know.
Okay.
Cool. And they are there every time when you want them. You know, even though they have something other things to do, doesn't stop them. They still have a priority for certain things.
Yes.
You know. So for me, I think it's the best place for me to live. I'm not going to. If I cannot take to live in the States, I'm not a freak of America.
Okay.
Because it would drag me back, you know. So and in England is a bit okay in a way, maybe. I haven't seen anywhere that beats this place yet. We were talking about musical compartment, you know.
Yes, also in your musical domain for your particular career. Yeah.
You know, I haven't seen anywhere yet.
Do you think that's because of the strong jazz influence, because of the African community in Paris as well, or in France in general?
At that time, yes, there was a lot of African influence here. You know, a lot. You know,
yeah.
Which wasn't happening like that in the other places.
No. Yeah.
And the music system here is kind of, at least, you know, I mean, it's very human.
Okay.
It's human, you know. It's musician here cannot say, "Oh, I'm suffering."
Okay.
Not suffering because they have a very, very different system for everybody.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
No, you don't work for nothing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so, it's a good system for music here.
Okay. Yeah.
Than other places.
C'était le destin que Tony arrive à Paris, qu'il reste à Paris. Il n'arrivait pas à faire démarrer sa machine, comme il dit, à Londres. Il n'arrivait pas à démarrer sa carrière comme il voulait et avoir cette carrière musicale. Il avait rencontré d'autres artistes. C'était beaucoup plus difficile à Londres. Et quand il est venu à Paris, les choses sont commencé à se passer. Et c'était plus facile ici à travailler des gens. Il trouvait que les musiciens à Paris étaient plus honnêtes, plus volontaires de travailler, qu'ils étaient sérieux, qu'ils étaient dans un esprit de création. Et du coup, c'était les destins, tout simplement. Il n'avait pas prévu ça comme ça. Sûrement, peut-être aussi parce qu'il y avait une grande communauté africaine aussi à Paris, et peut-être aussi l'influence du jazz, et ce genre de culture à Paris. Peut-être Londres est un peu plus froid parfois. Peut-être les gens sont un peu plus, je sais pas, snob peut-être. Et il y avait plus un esprit familial à Paris, en tout cas, comme il dit, dans le parti musical, en tout cas, de Paris. Et du coup, ça fait maintenant 30 ans que... 30 years he's been here now, dans 30 ans. 30 ans de sa carrière fait à Paris, et puis quelle carrière. Donc, et puis, the last time you played in New Morning was 10 years ago, wasn't it?
I think so. I was launching Lagos No Shaking
Okay.
album. Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
The one was here.
Yeah. Does this whole club hold special memories for you at all? I know you've been here. I've seen you coming here to see other artists.
Oh yeah. I've been passing there to feature with
like Royez or
Butela or whatever.
Yeah.
Yes, once in a while. But
this is the type. Does this kind of club symbolize Parisian music scene for you? This type of place?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's kind of small and intimate, or
yeah, but it has a very big history.
Yeah.
You know, so
yeah, it's kind of touching.
It's touching, and it's rooty. You know, it's not like modern. It's not like all this glass everywhere. You know,
Cozy. Yeah.
Cozy, very cozy.
Yeah. Well, ça fait 10 ans qu'il n'a pas joué ici, mais Tony, you don't live very far from here, you live in the area, don't you?
I live in La Défense.
Ah, il live in La Défense maintenant. I thought you lived around this area. Okay. But, bon, Tony, il a joué ici avec d'autres artistes, il a joué ici lui-même. Mais bon, par exemple, Royers, la dernière fois qu'il était là, avant-dernière fois, il est passé derrière, il a fait l'improvisation derrière pour une dizaine de minutes. Donc il est souvent ici, puis bien sûr, il peut faire ce genre de club qui est petit, intime, c'est pas moderne, c'est pas tout propre, c'est cosy. On est dans notre jus ici, notre jus historique de 35 ans de musique, et je pense que beaucoup d'artistes, ils sont cette chaleur dans les murs, c'est sans prétention, no pretension here, there's no facade. It's a big family. So you talk about family a lot. I think it's a big family New Morning, and we feel like working here is also, we feel that spirit completely. Just the last question, because I think you might have to go. I mean, I can talk to you all night, but you've got to perform later on. Il faut quand même que je laisse partir, parce qu'il va performer, puis on va écouter d'autres musiques. I intentionally didn't talk about Fela, because I know, we've talked, millions and millions of interviews have been on Fela. Everyone knows you've Fela, so I didn't want to, broach that subject. No. I didn't want you to feel like I was doing it on purpose, but I just, for me, I want to know new things, So just something I would like to have your opinion on. It seems to me that the Afrobeat, the thing we know you for, obviously you've evolved since, you are still defining that genre. There's very few musicians in the world that just one or two people define a whole genre. Why do you think that it hasn't been a genre where the other huge names have come out of it? It would be hard for me to think that rock was just, personified by one or two people, or house music or whatever. But there is a lot of movement still going on, and people renewing the genre and trying to bring new things, etc. But it's still, to your credit, is very much referenced to you. Do you think that's problematic, or do you know why this genre hasn't produced big names worldwide? I mean, obviously there's people that are well known in certain countries. Is it because you're so unique, no one can do what you did? Or is it because you think that it was so connotated towards your sound that it's, I don't know, how it's very unique in the music world to have this kind of one or two names attached to a genre and doesn't seem to be able to, produce someone else?
Well, but,
To the grand public, I don't mean to specialists, I mean to, the world at large, as it were.
I don't have much to say about that because, as a matter of fact, as I said, it's just a question of being open. Just
Yes.
to be open.
Yeah.
Open-minded. Because, look, Afrobeat, for instance, now, we're talking about Afrobeat. Afrobeat is not everything. You can count rock, you cannot count rock artists. You cannot count jazz, you cannot count funk, you cannot count reggae, you cannot count. But Afrobeat today can still count how many in the world.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, of course.
And, the others, they are uncountable.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see, Afrobeat has a long way to go.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it has a long way to go, and it's going to take people that must know how to do it properly.
Yeah.
You see, I'm still in between. I'm still playing Afrobeat.
Of course, yeah.
But I've forgotten about what I've done in the past there.
Of course.
It's done.
Evolving, as you said before.
I'm just thinking about how to make it more,
Refresh it and renew it, yeah.
Yeah, renew it, and then maybe some of them people will pick it up again and
Yes.
put that style.
Yes.
And maybe that one will pick up faster.
Yeah.
Down,
Yes.
But it's always still going to be in the name of Afrobeat, root. The problem is just that my drumming is the one that is kind of complicated for.
Yes. It's the 4 different sounds at the same time.
So this is why we never got many of them yet,
People have to, 2 drummers have to replace you, kind of thing, yeah.
That is the way they think, It's not because when they go to the conservatoire, it's just, they teach them a particular rhythm. And when 100 students are playing the same thing,
Yes.
for sure. And all of them, they want to play it right.
Yeah.
The same way that the professor teaching them. So all of them are going to come out with their diploma with the same
sound.
Same sound.
Yeah.
And so how do they work now?
Yeah.
Afrobeat is a discipline, It's a discipline, discipline that you cannot say is one particular style and repeating. No. You have to evolve.
Yes.
And still maintain the roots of it.
The spirit of it,
The spirit of it, And this is the most difficult part of things for them. I don't know why, but...
Yeah. You've set the bar very high.
I said, I would say that I could do something, if I could arrive at it, doing it, I don't see why others shouldn't do it. Yeah. I'm a human being.
Yes, you're not
I'm not a robot.
Yeah.
So it's just for me. I look forward to see a lot of Afrobeat band, even though I've diverted myself. It doesn't matter. So just to see them where they're going to reach with it. Because for now, it's still less.
Yeah. There's nothing that's piercing through, as it were.
Il
dit juste que oui, c'est vrai, il est d'accord avec moi qu'effectivement, l'afrobeat, on a d'autres gens, on a des dizaines et des centaines de noms connus. Afrobeat, pas encore vraiment, il y en a qui le font. Mais Tony a expliqué que l'afrobeat, c'est très difficile à reproduire, vraiment d'un bon niveau comme il a fait, puis c'est une discipline, et c'est une vraie discipline, ça veut dire que c'est quelque chose qu'il faut, c'est dédié à ça, et puis il faut aussi être ouvert pour le faire évoluer. Et puis aussi, beaucoup de jeunes batteurs, ils vont auprès du prof, ils vont dans les écoles de musique et ils sont tous formatés pour faire le même son, le même type de beat. Et c'est presque comme si on n'ose pas être indépendant, on n'ose pas créer aussi pour être force de proposition aussi. Et du coup, il y a une manière aussi d'enseigner qui peut-être est un peu uniformisée. Et du coup, pour que quelqu'un sorte de ça, et effectivement, Tony a dit ce qu'il a créé, c'est très dur à faire, mais il l'a fait, lui. Il n'est pas Superman, c'est un être humain. Donc s'il l'a fait, sûrement quelqu'un peut le faire, comme lui, ou encore mieux que lui. Sûrement c'est possible, mais effectivement, c'est quelque chose qui stagne un peu le genre. Et ça n'évolue pas. Pas comme Tony l'a fait. Lui, il a évolué. Il a toujours les racines, il a toujours l'esprit, il faut l'avoir. Il faut savoir déjà en apprendre. Et une fois qu'on l'a, il faut aussi rajouter d'autres choses et être plus ouvert. Donc c'est une genre qui est assez difficile à analyser, je trouve. Je pense que c'est assez intéressant que ce genre, il a été... Je pense que la barre a été fixée très haute. Et du coup, il y a des choses comme ça qu'en 40 ans, 50 ans plus tard, on n'a toujours pas arrivé à dépasser le maître. Voilà. Last question for Tony, even though there's loads we could ask. But the last thing I want to ask you is, from your home country, so Nigeria, this seems to be such a dynamic, creative country in Africa. Donc, la Nigeria en français on dit. Ouais. C'est très dynamique comme pays. Et c'est un pays maintenant qui produit beaucoup de musique, qui produit beaucoup de mode, qui produit beaucoup de films avec Nollywood, même si c'est, il produit 100 films par mois. Il y a beaucoup d'enregistrements, de studios d'enregistrement. Et puis cette fashion, cette mode, ce look. It's a very kind of creative country through fashion, through music, through the film industry of Nollywood, which is, after Bollywood, the second highest film maker in the world, in terms of volume anyway. Why do you think it's such a dynamic, especially Lagos, is such a dynamic town? And two, do you follow the new things happening there, whether it be film, fashion, music? When you go back, do you like to see what's happening, what's bubbling, and how do you explain this kind of creativity? It's kind of a really attractive place to want to be for musicians.
For you. That's for you. For me, no.
For you, no. Okay, well, that's an interesting comment. But why not for you?
I just don't want to talk about it at all, because I know what it used to be before and what it is today.
Okay.
So there's no comparison at all, So
yeah. Tony, il n'est pas d'accord avec ça. Il veut pas.
It's different,
Ouais. C'est très différent. Lui, c'est pas comme la grande époque qu'il a connue. Lui, maintenant, c'est différent. Ça l'intéresse pas.
When I go to Lagos, it's just for me, for my own pleasure,
Yes.
Not for to check. What is it? What am I going to watch there? I mean, you have only two Afrobeat bands there, Femi and his brother,
Yeah.
So, okay.
But in terms of other things that are going on.
Other things going on, those other things are just for the kids.
Yes, for the kids. It's a lot of pop kind of, yeah.
It's not for me at all, what
Yeah.
do I want to
R&B
do
or... So no. Donc non, pour lui, c'est pas un hub de créativité. Non, ça l'intéresse pas. Il n'y a que Camille et le fils de Fela et son frère qui sont en train de faire quelque chose dans l'afrobeat. Et à part ça, il n'y a rien. Pour lui, c'est beaucoup plus riche, en tout cas ici, à Paris. So you're happy here and creativity is bubbling in Paris and in Europe for you and meeting other people here.
Of course,
Yeah.
yes. Of
Yeah.
course, yes. The world is here more.
The world is a huge place to be inspired by. Ok, bon, le monde est grand et puis il est plutôt inspiré d'ailleurs que de son propre pays d'origine.
People
Okay.
just, what I want to say is just people should just be attentive to what is going to be coming from me. Because me, I don't stay in one place.
Yeah.
So
What's the next project actually?
whatever is going to be, whatever I'm going to be doing next time, if you just open your mind for it. I'm going for jazz next time.
Ah, jazz. En fait, il faut faire attention à ce que moi je vais faire à l'avenir, ce que j'ai fait le prochain projet. Il va vers le jazz maintenant.
Jazz my way. My way.
Yeah.
My way.
Et dans son style à lui, le jazz à la Tony Allen.
Yeah.
So that's the next thing we should watch out for is the Tony
Yes,
Allen jazz
exactly.
style.
Exactly.
Oh, sounds exciting, can't wait. Bon, merci beaucoup. Thank you so much for being with us. He spent a lot of time with us. I know he's got to play, and in a very short time, it's great. Thank you so much for spending these last 40 minutes with us. Merci beaucoup, c'est très très gentil qu'il reste avec nous. On va le laisser partir, peut-être manger, préparer pour le concert. Et nous, on va continuer de parler de l'afrobeat et de d'autres genres et de passer tes morceaux. Moi, je voudrais passer un morceau de Sébastien Tellier parce que je trouve ce morceau magnifique. Et du coup, on passe le morceau et puis nous on reprend après. Donc ça c'est le morceau sur lequel il a joué Tony Allen de Sébastien Tellier. Voilà, à tout à l'heure.